what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's RJ. It's been a rather lackluster November for me as far as releases go, considering the magnitude of sneakers that have dropped thus far. But I was lucky enough to snag one of the Pharrell Williams HU Nmd trails. For those of you that watch the channel, you probably know what these are. You're probably into Adidas and you probably saw these drop in 4 different colorways. And I was actually only interested in one. I managed to get them on release day from Adidas.com, so that was pretty exciting. With all that said, let me apologize. I have a bit of a stuffy nose, so just bear with me through the video and we'll get through it together. So let's dive into the shoes. First and foremost, you've got the box, HU up front, 2017, triangle. It's just Pharrell's little touches he puts on the shoe. You've got the box tag right here. PW for Pharrell Williams, human race, Nmd TR, sizing. First and foremost, sizing. I go down a half size anytime I want to pick up an Nmd, and half size is from a 10. So sizing is such a pain. It's like I'm beating a dead horse. Adidas ranges all over the place when it comes to sizing. So if you've never watched one of my videos before, I mention it in almost every single one. When it comes to picking a size, it just really depends on the silhouette. So if you have any questions in the future, just leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to help you guys out. I've tried on pretty much everything that Adidas has to offer in the past. So nonetheless, I got a 9.5. I wear 10.5 in most Ultra Boosts. I wear 10s in some other shoes. And when it comes to NMDs, especially the Prime Knits, actually I think only the Prime Knits, I go down all the way to a 9.5. And I prefer my shoes fit a little snug, but not to where, you know, it causes too much pain or discomfort or whatever. But 9.5, that's just my personal preference. If you don't want your shoes super snug, you prefer them loose, go down a half size, do not go true to size. So half size down when it comes to sizing. And that's all I'm gonna say any more about sizing for the rest of the video. So let's get into the shoe. There you have it. And I believe these are being deemed the Oreos or the Clouds maybe, I'm not 100% sure. Obviously it's called Oreo because of the black and white stitching throughout the knit pattern, and it's a full black and white shoe, just like an Oreo cookie. And before we dive any deeper into this shoe, I will say that I picked them up just to try and pick them up. I just wanted to see what the demand was, if I could actually snag a pair. And once I got them in hand, I was actually probably just gonna sell them. I got them in hand, I threw it on foot real quick, and I love this shoe. Even though I have not been a huge fan of NMDs ever, I've not been a huge fan of the trail outsole, I just love this shoe. I don't know if it's because of, you know, the hype behind it, or because, you know, I like Pharrell. Who doesn't like Pharrell, right? I really don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the limited. I don't know if all of the hype behind it went away, if I would still love it as much, and that just might be the hype beast in me that's saying that. I hope that's not the case, but I threw it on foot and I thought it looked really, really good. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not. You know, I just have so many shoes that, you know, some of them I just cycle through real quick, flip them, pick up another pair of shoes. You know, I don't know. I'll think about it, we'll see where it goes, and that's just that. But I will say that, like I said, right when I got them in hand, I was blown away. The quality's there, the materials are amazing. You can just tell a ton of thought went into this shoe. They're fairly reminiscent of the first Human Race collection that came out last year. There was yellows and reds and greens and blacks and some burgundies that were friends and family, and I think some pinks that were friends and family, but you've probably seen them. If you follow Adidas, you follow NMDs, you've seen the past. But this is the present right here. This is what Pharrell's working with right now. Let's dive a little deeper into the construction. First and foremost, on all of Pharrell's NMDs, he's got wordings and phrases and whatnot. So the left shoe says moon and the right shoe says clouds. So clouds and moon, I don't 100% know what it means. You know, Pharrell's very into the earth and positivity and equality and everything good. Pharrell just stands for everything good in the world, and we live on Earth, and we have clouds and we have a moon. So you can dissect it however you want it and choose to take that in however you prefer. So obviously I had to point that out. You can't look at the shoe and not wonder what it says. So now as far as the upper goes, full prime knit PK upper. Obviously we've already touched on the fact that it's an Oreo colorway, so you've got blacks, grays, whites, silvers, all knitted throughout, and it's a fairly consistent weave from the toe box all the way to the heel panel. You've got nylon all around the ankle collar right here. Back panel features a leather tab that has the Pharrell Williams logo right there. That's been on every single one of his pieces that Adidas has dropped, including the tennis shoes and the first NMDs that dropped. You got all white rope laces. There were also alternate black laces in the box. I think the whites look way better. And while we're talking about the laces, you've got this crazy cage that also doubles as a lacing system. And if you actually, for whatever reason, decide to go on a hike in these, you tie them up really tight, that cage will definitely help support the shoe and add some stability overall. The majority of people aren't wearing these to go on a hike. Typically it's just a style shoe, throw it on foot with a pair of jeans, go out, hang out, whatever the case may be. But I don't think too many people are actually exercising or doing anything strenuous in this particular silhouette. So right below the cage, we've got the Nmd Nodes, or bricks or blocks, whatever you call them. You've got one right outside the toe box. You've got one right below the heel on the lateral, and you've got one right below the heel on the medial side of the shoes. I will say that when I first put this shoe on, I did feel both sides of these, not necessarily digging into my foot, but something you're gonna have to get through if you're gonna wear the shoe fairly often. You know, you do feel it when you put it on, and it's not necessarily uncomfortable, but at the same time, when you put a shoe on, you don't really want to feel anything you really don't want to feel anything at all, right? You just kind of want to put the shoe on and think to yourself that's a comfortable shoe, which most Boost shoes do. I know the Nmd R2 had a lot of people saying that inner brick was causing a little discomfort, and I foresee this shoe doing the same thing, but I haven't heard too much about it, but I also don't know anybody who's put a whole lot of time and steps into this shoe, if you will. So aside from the upper, the cage, the bricks, you've got the classic Nmd Boost midsole, always a ton of boost. You can see the back portion of the shoe, all the boost right there. We've talked about boost on this channel so much that I don't even feel like I need to go into it. It's an amazing technology, ridiculously comfortable. Same boost mold, same boost feel that most NMDs have had thus far. And heading down to the bottom of the shoe, you've got that Adidas rubber trail outsole. Obviously, very aggressive pattern, little thicker, harder rubber compound, because obviously it's a trail shoe. It's meant to be off the road, off the beaten path, running trails, whatever it may be. Obviously this shoe we've talked about, you're not gonna be doing that, but it's nice to see that they added that to the shoe and didn't just release what would have been more colorways of the first Nmd Pharrell did back in the day. And last but not least, I don't even know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but you've got inside the shoe where the insole would be is just a layer that sits between the foot and the boost. And Pharrell's decided to have a bunch of body parts labeled in there. You've got bladder and liver and pancreas, and it's just an array of colors inside the shoe. I wish there was a way to get a really good look at it, but I'm not even sure the lens is gonna pick that up or not. So I apologize if it doesn't, but at least you know it's there. So with that said, we touched a little bit on sizing. Again, definitely a half size down, if not more. Broke down the shoe construction wise. As far as comfort goes, it's an Nmd. They're all fairly comfortable. Like I said, the cage and the bricks kind of dig into your foot a little bit. I'm not sure if that's something that would go away. They are pretty thick TPU plastic material, so I'm not sure if that's something that will break down over time and get a bit more comfortable, or if your foot will get used to it. But that's the only negative thing I really have to say about the shoe thus far. Like I said, I haven't even worn them a whole lot yet. I just threw them on foot. I will put them on, walk around in them, give you guys a better close-up look at them on foot. And that's gonna do it for the Oreo, Pharrell Williams, Human Race Trail NMDs. I like the shoe. Overall, I was very, very pleased with it. Aesthetically, I think it's beautiful. Pharrell and Adidas did a great job. Shout out to both of them. And I'm still pretty stoked I was lucky enough to cop a pair. I know a lot of people weren't, but I've missed out on a bunch of other stuff, the Yeezys that just dropped, and countless other shoes that I wanted. I don't even want to get into the Nike Off-White collection. I struck out 4 different times throughout that whole release. But nonetheless, that's gonna do it for these. Guys, girls, thanks so much for the support. Always leave a comment down below. I know I've said it a million times, the content is coming, guys. I've got a million things I'm working on, and I really appreciate you guys sticking by me, supporting me with every video. Hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, peace out.